Whew. Not a bad day today, a bit dull and overcast. It's warmed up a touch, so I'm out for a bit, going somewhere I haven't been before, which for an island 9 miles by 5 is a little unusual because I've been most places. So I've just come up the slope here in the valley, and I'm going to have a nosy at some Jersey National Trust land where they grow trees, sustainable trees, for whatever the National Trust do, which looks like here. So I've had a nose around here, as I say, see where I can sit and have a little play with my new Esbit stove. I can guarantee, because we're right under the flight path and not far from the airport, that there will be some planes flying over. So we'll deal with that as it happens. As I've mentioned before in a few of my videos, because the island is so small, space is a bit of a premium. So in terms of woodland, which we have lots, it's all pretty much on the hillsides. Some quite steep slopes. Makes it rather difficult to find somewhere to pitch up. And all the flat areas are mostly sort of farming, agricultural land, which is not as fun and usually private, but I'd take that as a suggestion. This might be a fun little spot if I can find somewhere flat to actually sit. Right, I should have 10-15 minutes without a plane disturbing me to do a quick cup of tea on my Esbit stove. I've got the 2 burners which I've sort of decided on which one I'll use. They both work quite well, I'll show you in a minute, which is best for my setup and my kit. And obviously we'll go through that as well. Oh, typical. That was a Hercules just flew over. We don't get that many. That would have been a more interesting shot. Okay, let's crack on. So, yeah, my little Esbit stove that I've just got, setting up as a cook set. So what I've got in there is the usual sort of thing. A little cleaning rag. Keep this in a bag so it doesn't sort of get the actual pot dirty. Windscreen. Now I can, when I've sorted out a fuel bottle, this one's just too big. I say there's enough in there for a couple of brews. This one would be a perfect size. It fits in this stove and the Fancy Feast stove, so if I can find a watertight container this big, that'd be perfect. That's enough for a bit of cooking and a couple of brews. Right, let's move this out of the way. If I was cooking, I'd take a fuel bottle like this, because obviously you need a little bit more. I see no reason why this won't do my little frying pan. I could do bacon, some spam or something on there as well, with this alcohol system. So yeah, that's a nice little watertight bottle. Oh, they're always handy, these little sort of bath gel, shampoo bottles, because you know they're watertight and they're a nice small size. So yeah, okay, the rest, so a little scrubby in there, the little cut down can, which seems to work quite well. That's 35mm. I've got some carbon felt in there just to wick it up. On the stand which if you saw my other video seemed to work quite well. I've just bent a bicycle wheel spoke for that. So the cup can sit on there and the flames can come out the side more rather than there. That took 5 minutes for a boil. That was in kitchen conditions. So I was quite happy with that. So we'll do that today. Oh my god, it's all rolled down there. We'll set this up on here and get a bit of a brew going as soon as I can. Fuel efficiency seemed to be quite good for this. Let that soak for a minute. Oh, come on. Better, thank you. That's enough for a cup of tea. Seems solid enough. Yeah, yes, I made that little notch, remember? That works okay as well. Right, shall I time this as we're in outdoor conditions, I suppose, just to be matey. Start. There we go, we'll give it that. What have I got to wedge that in with? Stop it blowing away if it did decide to just come up with a breeze. Alright, I got my timer going, I got that boiling. I'll come back in a couple of minutes. And whilst they're waiting, just that same, if I can get a container, as I say, that size, that'll sit in the Fancy Feast cut down. Still not sure whether I want to play with this because it worked. This was about 5 minutes 30 and this one was about 5 minutes, so not much in it, and that happens to fit perfectly in there. So I'm going to have to wander around the shops everywhere and see what I can find as a watertight container this size. Look a bit weird walking around testing things into there, but I'm used to being weird. Let's pick you up and then have a look. That's fine with the riser, I just would have preferred it without one extra piece of equipment. But no, I'm happy with that. That's a nice boil. It's a right-handed pot. See where the spout is. It's no good for left-handers. Lovely, that'll do for me. That's just about to burn out. So yeah, no, that was a good time. The Fancy Feast works similar, but I'll probably go with this one. Maybe I need some more testing. That's what a great idea. More testing. Yeah, all good stuff. Good play. We have a nice footpath, cycle path running through the valley now, which goes almost to the top. Safer than the road, unless you're a serious cyclist, in which case safer on the road. It's nice. It's a nice little cycle and walk. The mill stream coming down. The sluice gate for the actual mill wheel, which we saw just over there. But at the moment it's just on a runoff down into the stream down there. So that's it for today. Just a little cup of tea in the woods on my Esbit stove and back home.